Good afternoon, all, and thank you all for coming to what is the 40th annual Friends of Alec Wilder concert of Alec Wilder's artistry. My name is Mark Walter, and I have the privilege and honor of being an FOAW board member and the producer for the show, which I think we'll all find to be absolutely terrific. The show is an amalgam of Alec Wilder's popular songs with some piano solos by our extraordinary Jed Distler. And I wanted to cover a few household items. Obviously, silence your cell phones. But I'd like to add a peccadillo of my own to that, which is I know in this age people feel a compulsive need to film a show, and they lift their phones to do so. I personally find that difficult and painful in a cabaret setting because what it does is it breaks the concentration for other people in the audience and also, unfortunately, for the performers as they're trying to create a magical moment for everyone. So I'd like to ask everyone to refrain from doing that, and in consolation, perhaps, we are filming this. It will go up on YouTube, and if you contact me after the show, I'll be happy to send you a free DVD of the show. So I thank you for that consideration. We're also going to do something a little different with this show than what we've done in the past, because we have the room until 4:30 and expect the show to end perhaps a half hour shy of that. And in this instance, it struck me as I was looking both at the guest list and of my knowledge of both the performers and the people present, that we have a unique opportunity for a question and answer dialogue after the show, because there are so many people here with wonderful knowledge and experience in the music world to share. And so I've asked Chuck Granata, our host, who is seated to my left, to host that after the show. And obviously anyone who needs to or wants to leave when the show ends is free to do so. But I urge you, because I think we'll probably have some really interesting insights from people in this unstructured dialogue. And the cast of this show is phenomenal, in my opinion. Jed Distler, as I said before, is our music director and accompanist. Amazing pianist, incredibly knowledgeable. You will find biographies for each of the performers in the program, and I don't want to go at length on each person, but we have, besides Jed, the marvelous Jeff Harnar, who I have listened to in awe for well over a decade now. The terrific Marissa Mulder, who I am in awe of. And not last, not least, Steve Ross, who we all admire and treasure. Some of you may know that my father was Cy Walter, and I have the joy and honor of trying to carry on his legacy, and it has been a gift from both of my parents, because my mother kept everything from my father's career, who sadly died at age 52 in 1968, and it has also been a journey of incredible discovery for me with people in my life that I never would have known and who I treasure now as friends. And my father will also be in this show in a way that I think will be quite magical. I thank you all for coming, and I turn it over now to Chuck Granata, who is one of the most talented broadcasting people and scholars of Sinatra and other topics I could possibly name or find, and a dear, dear friend.
You're so kind.
He has been critical in sharing my father's music with the world, because as a project we did together with Sony Music Entertainment, Chuck single-handedly with Vic Anasini, the wonderful audio engineer, remastered all of my father's Columbia and RCA, including a record that had not been released since 1958. It was in the vaults. We don't know why. It was ready to go and just sat there until 2024.
Yeah, we got it in just in a nick of time, so.
And so, Chuck, I will always be in your debt. You can all now go onto any streaming platform and find my father's music.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Well, thank you so much, Mark. It is indeed an honor for me to be here today. I see so many good friends from many years. For me, Alec Wilder and Cy Walter begin with Frank Sinatra, because Alec Wilder was an arranger and, of course, a songwriter, but he arranged some of Sinatra's earliest recordings at Columbia Records, where for the past 33 or so years, I have had stewardship of those recordings. And when Alec started to work with Frank, it was during the infamous, or maybe I should say nefarious, musicians ban in the early 40s, 1943. So Frank's first recordings as a solo artist at Columbia Records were with an a cappella choir. And Alec, along with the other Ray Charles, were the arrangers of those recordings, and that's where I first learned the name Alec Wilder. And of course, as I grew both in age and musical wisdom, I was introduced to Alec's amazing songs and to Cy Walter, because Cy Walter and Frank Sinatra were good friends, and Cy appeared on Frank's radio show in the 1940s. So there was this beautiful blending. So my history with those two incredible artists and songwriters begin with Frank Sinatra and continue, I don't want to say end, but it continues with my dear friend Mark Walter, who I have gotten to know very well, and who invited me here today. So I want to thank you for coming. I will keep my remarks brief because this roster of artists is just incredible to me. I'd like to introduce, to start our show, with a song, by the way, the next time around, that features music by Cy Walter and lyrics by Alec Wilder, the great Marissa Mulder. One of the most phenomenal, one of the most beautiful women in cabaret and jazz today, and also, to me, the most beautiful voice.
Oh my goodness, thank
So,
you.
thank you, Marissa.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
And there you go.
All right. Nice. Okay. This time we must admit it didn't work out. Too bad, too bad. This time we lost our way without any doubt. So sad, so sad. Maybe we'll spread our wings and soar from the ground the next time around. I'm positive we'll make our love swing. Eventually we'll catch the gold ring. And darling, it won't be long till everything's fine the next time around. Time, only time can tell. So till then, I wish you well. Goodbye now, we'll meet again when love gives the sign the next time around. Too bad, too bad. So sad, so sad. Maybe we'll spread our wings and soar from the ground next time around, I'm positive we'll make our love swing. Eventually we'll catch the gold ring. And darling, it won't be long till everything's fine the next time around. Time, only time can tell. So till then, I wish you well. Goodbye now, we'll meet again when love gives the sign the next time around. The next time around. Thank you. A woman gets all the blame for everything that happens under the sun. But when it comes to being bad, a woman's not the only one. Trouble is a man who loves me no more, no more. Trouble is a man I'll always adore. Nothing good to say about him, still I hate a day without him. Why should he have to be the one, my only? Trouble is a man who's handsome and tall, so tall. Trouble is a man who's for himself, and that's all. After all we planned, he didn't mean it. Now I understand. I should have seen it. Trouble is a man. Trouble is a man I love. Who can I turn to? Where can I go? How can I face it alone now? After the moments we've known, who can I turn to now? Who can I sing to? How can I smile? How can I wish on a star? How? Knowing the way that you are, who can I turn to now? We walked in the spell of the summer. We kissed in the wind and the rain. But now the enchantment is over. The echo and I remain. People are strangers who walk through the town, ghosts in a lonely parade. Oh, where are the walked in the spell of the summer. We kissed in the wind and the rain. But now the enchantment is over. The echo and I remain. People are strangers who walk through the town, ghosts in a lonely parade. Oh, where are the dreams that we made? Who can I turn to now? Tell me, who can I turn to now? Time and tide, night and noon, sounding sea and sand and moon, and in the dawning sky, seabirds cry. Rising sun and time and tide. I watch a special cloud against the blue. In all of memory's crowd, there's only are far away, oceans wide. Now there's only night and day, and time and tide. I watch a special cloud against the blue. In all of memory's crowd, there's only you. But you are far away, oceans wide. Now there's only night and day, and time and tide.
Once again, the lovely Marissa Mulder. So in listening to Marissa sing those songs, but especially the two that Alec co-wrote with Cy Walter, it leaves me wondering how these songs escaped Frank Sinatra. Because I could definitely hear him singing the next time around, but Time and Tide. Jed, that was perfect in terms of accompaniment. Jed Distler. And it made me think that could have been, with that haunting piano, a great B-side to Frank's Ebb Tide, which he recorded in 1958 with Nelson Riddle. But he really missed the boat by not singing Walter and Wilder. Our next performer, one of the greats in the cabaret world, in the world of great vocals and performances, I'd like to bring up Mr. Jeff Harnar.
Young, old, warm, cold, laughing and crying, living and dying, ugly, pretty, solemn, witty, fork and a knife, husband and wife, opposite sides of the coin of life. Oh, now you're up, now you're down, you swing from laughter to a frown, and all of it's willing, receiving and giving, all of us in it together, happy, sad, healthy, ill, alone, together, all or nil. Oh, it is a miracle, boring or lyrical, all of us in it together, young, old, warm, cold, joyful and glum, wise, dumb, north and south, east and west. Oh, it's a seesaw, worst and best, and all of it's living, receiving and giving, all of us in it, yes, all of us in it together. Hate and love, hawk and dove, those who stroke and those who shove, the laughing and churlish, the boyish and girlish, all of us in it together. Wrong and right, gloomy, bright, fair and cloudy, black and white, the short ones and tall ones, the fat ones and small ones, all of us in it together. Young, old, shy, bold, honest and sly, you, I, poor and rich, saint and witch, a hodge, a podge, a hill, a ditch, and all of its living, receiving and giving. All of us in it, yes, all of us in it together. Opposite sides of the coin of life, and all of us in it together. Together. Is it always like this when you fall in love? Are the trees always so green? Has the sea this silvery sheen? Does the sun always shine when you fall in love? Is the moon always in view, and the night designed just for you? Or is it all an illusion? Can none of it be what it seems? Or is there an end to confusion? Can life take a tip from your dreams? Is it always like this when you fall in love? Is there still a place for laughter? Can you still live happily ever after? Then let it always be like this. Thank you very much. Thank you. I am very honored to be on this program tonight. These songs are today. The start times for my shows get earlier and earlier. Alex and I used to do 9 and 11. Now it's 7, and now it's 2:30. Anyway, I'm glad you're all up. When Mark asked me to do this program, I did not know these songs, with the exception of the one I'm about to sing, which I think without question is the most famous of Alec Wilder's songs. But even though I knew the song, it's still new to me, and I'll tell you why. This is a classic example of a song where the melody seduced me, and I'd never heard the words. And I'll just tell you how that happened just quickly. Okay, one of my jobs when I first got out of NYU was Phyllis McGuire's houseboy. Phyllis McGuire, the McGuire sisters. So she had a townhouse on East 75th Street, and it was the 2 years that they were planning their comeback. So she was, they were trying to recapture the sister blend, and her cassette player on the 3rd floor would play throughout the entire house. It was that modern in 1985. And she was listening to the Mills Brothers over and over again, and she told me I must understand sibling harmony. So she burned me a copy of the cassette, which I still have, and I listened to the beautiful Mills Brothers recording the harmonies, the tricks they do with their voices to sound like musical instruments, and I don't think I ever heard the words, or perhaps in my 20s I had never lived the words. So I thought today I would start with the words. I'll be around no matter how you treat me now. I'll be around from now on. Your latest love can never last. And when it's past, I'll be around when he's gone. Goodbye. Again, and if you find a love like mine, just now and then, drop a line to say you're feeling fine. And when things go wrong, perhaps you'll see you're meant for me. So, I'll be around when he's gone. I'll be around no matter how you treat me now. I'll be can never last. And when it's past, I'll be around. When he's gone, goodbye again. And if you find a love like mine, just now and then drop a line to say you're feeling fine. And when things go wrong, perhaps you'll see you're meant for me. So I'll be around from now on. I'll be around when he's gone. Look for winter weather next time we're together. It's gonna be a cold, cold day. Caught you cheating, lover, if I share your cover. It's gonna be a cold, cold day. Now I know I'm really on my way. My hat is on my head. Better save your money for an extra blanket for your bed. Traveling light may bore me, but don't wait up for me. Don't know just how long I'll stay. In the meantime, I'm gonna stay away. My advice is get an extra load of stove wood for your bin. 'Cause you never know but what the snow will be up to your chin. Don't look for your hero till it's below zero. It's gonna be a cold, cold day. In the meantime, I'm gonna stay away. When you see me, it's gonna be a cold, cold day. In the meantime, I'm gonna stay away. lovers, you losers. It's no disgrace to fall on your face. You're wondering why. Oh, well, listen, lovers and losers, you'd better walk tall. Whether lovers or losers, beggars or choosers, big dreams or small, you finders and seekers are lucky indeed. Find a dream you can switch to, one you can hitch to, that's all you need. And never, never be torn apart, don't let a chance go by. It's no disgrace to fall on your face. You're wondering why. Well, listen, lovers and losers, I'll give you the news. A loser can still win, and a lover can't lose. Never, never be faint of heart. Don't let a chance go by. It's no disgrace to fall on your face. You're wondering why. Well, listen, lovers and losers, I'll give you the news. A loser can still win. A loser can still win. And a lover, a loser can still win, and a lover can't lose. Thank you very much, Jed Distler.
And again, the wonderful and comedic Jeff Harnar. As I look through the repertoire today, which I'm sure was a collaboration between the artists and Mark and so forth, it's very interesting to note that the collaborators that Alec worked with, such as William Engvik and Lunis McGlohan and of course Cy Walter, they were all kind of bound together by Mitch Miller in a way, because I remember I went up to visit Mitch's home up in New York State. Michael Feinstein and I went up there a few times. Michael inherited the pop and jazz recordings that were in Mitch's collection in the country, and I inherited all of Mitch's classical records, which is, to me, you know, something really fantastic, given his provenance as a curator of classical music, certainly in the 40s. But what's interesting is that his daughter said that they were very close, Engvik and Wilder and Miller. They lived near each other in the country at various times. They spent a lot of time at each other's homes. And I just find that interesting that, you know, they were all kind of in this little community of musicians and songwriters and so forth. So that's a pretty neat thing. And listening to these songs, excuse me, I can understand where Frank Sinatra would gravitate to a song like I'll Be Around, which he made a definitive recording of in 1955 with Nelson Riddle for In the Wee Small Hours, but performed much earlier in the 40s for V-Discs, and that has an Axel Stordahl arrangement. But, you know, I think Sinatra was drawn to Wilder very early on, not just because he worked with him on those very early Columbia recordings, but I think he heard something in Alec's melodies, but also in his freshness in what he was writing. So we'll talk a little bit more about that. Are we going to you, Jed?
Yeah, do you want me to talk about this?
Well, yeah, I do, but 1 second, because I want to just segue into Jed's portion of the show. Sinatra did have a keen interest in classical music, but he also gravitated towards Alec's compositions that were not traditional songs. And in I guess 45, he approached Manny Sachs, who was his A&R contact at Columbia Records, and he said, I would like to record an album of Alec Wilder octets. And I guess Manny Sachs must have given him a curious look, because these octet compositions had no lyrics. And Frank said, let me clarify, I want to conduct the orchestra and record a series of Alec Wilder octets. And I guess because he was Frank Sinatra, they indulged him, not really thinking that he was going to be able to conduct the orchestra, which of course he did quite capably. They brought a professional conductor in, and that conductor had no need to step in at the sessions because Frank conducted the orchestra quite ably. Will Friedwald, who is here this afternoon with us, and I interviewed some of the musicians and the people involved in those sessions, and they said that Frank was quite a capable conductor. Of course, he went on to conduct other albums in his career. But those Alec Wilder octets were something that he did because he truly admired them. That continued, of course. And I believe you're going to do something based on the octets, right, Jed?
Let me tell you what I'm going to do. This is the thing that's so curious about Alec Wilder's octets. They're for woodwinds, harpsichord, and rhythm section. Very strange and quirky scoring. And they kind of toe the line between classical and jazz. And they're very unpredictable pieces. Some of these were made into solo piano arrangements, which are some of the most awkward things ever. They're the most unidiomatic things. And when I decided to play, and also the titles are completely weird, like Jack, This Is My Husband. And the name of this piece is called House Detective Registers. It has absolutely nothing to do with what the music sounds like. And then I'm going to play a ballad of a solo piano ballad a little later on after one of the sets. But this is House Detective Registers, and I'm going to interpolate some little things in the middle because I have some desperate page turns, and this is relatively new, so like when in doubt, improvise. But you'll get a sense of what this piece is like.
Beautiful, Jed. Uh, you know, I guess it was in the late 1950s, early 1960s, the great jazz guitarist Mundell Lowe did an album of Alec Wilder pieces called New Music of Alec Wilder, and he actually asked Frank Sinatra to write the liner notes, which he did. But these little pieces are so quirky and kind of eccentric musically, but they're beautiful, and I can understand where many people would be attracted to them because they have that classical jazz feel, which was really unique, right, Jed?
Yeah, but they're totally between the cracks.
Yeah, yeah. As are those woodwind octets that Sinatra conducted. I believe Mitch Miller plays on those woodwind octets that Sinatra recorded. So it was really a cool thing because he was working with Frank way before he became his A&R director, and we know where that went. So one of the songs that, I'm not sure if it was Alec's last song that he wrote, but it was certainly the most popular and heralded of his later years, was for Frank Sinatra. In 1981, Sinatra returned to Columbia Records' 30th Street studio to record an album which I feel is the last great Sinatra album, and it was called She Shot Me Down. And it was arranged by Gordon Jenkins, for the most part. And Frank really stepped outside the box a bit in his song choices. And among those songs was this Alec Wilder piece, which I feel is the most evocative on the album. It's haunting, it's beautiful, and I'd like to invite David Demsey to come up. David, come on up. Oh.
I am obviously not David, but I wanted to apologize for my faux pas in not announcing David as one of our cast. He is an extraordinarily talented performer and a longtime member of the Friends of Alec Wilder, and has written one of the most authoritative and amazing books with Ron Prather and Judy Bell on Alec's works. It's an archival triumph. There's discussion of it in the program, and he has brought an incredible wealth of knowledge that we will tap into later in our dialogues. Thank you.
Here is David Demsey and Jed Distler with A Long Night.
Yes, first of all, it's a great honor to be here with these great landmark singers on this program. Yes, A Long Night, along with another song Alec wrote for that album, that Sinatra album, South to a Warmer Place, were the last two pieces he wrote. And they both have, go to some dark spots, I might say. So this actually, hopefully, one of the reasons that they asked me to bring my friend up here on an all-vocal program, along with Jed, is because this piece was played by the great Stan Getz at the first of these Alec Wilder tribute concerts in 1982 at Carnegie Hall as part of the Cool Jazz Festival. That was back when they named jazz festivals after things like cigarettes and whiskey. They can't do that anymore. But yes, so, and I am, let's call it what it is, I am appropriating, that's musician talk for stealing, Stan's arrangement that night, which was played as a duo with the sadly recently late Jim McNeely, the great pianist. I apologize for doing this, but that great song, It'll Be a Cold, Cold Night, you know, that's the punchline to a great musician joke where the band leader says, "Great news, folks, I think we'll be back in February because I heard the club owner saying it'll be a cold night when we work with these guys again." So, yeah.
Wasn't that wonderful? Let's hear it again for David Demsey and Jed Distler. Boy, what a beautiful instrumental rendition. I don't think I've ever heard that done as an instrumental. It's just so haunting and beautiful. It truly is, I think, one of the landmarks of Sinatra's career, but also of the American songbook, although I would call it the contemporary American songbook in a way, because it really straddles that end of one era and the beginning of another. Lyrics were by Lunis McGlohan, and they're just devastating. If you get a chance to listen to it by Frank Sinatra and hear the lyrics, it's just an amazing piece of music. You agree with me, right, Larry? Yes, it's amazing. It really is. Well, how do you introduce someone who has been at the forefront of this music for more than 40 years? Well, I would say that Steve Ross is the godfather of cabaret. I mean, what could we say that? So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce Mr. Steve Ross.
This needs to be up a little bit. And you could bring this over to me. Yeah, I think that'll do. And this one needs to be on the side, I think is nice.
This side?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that big?
I hope it's okay.
Tall enough?
A little taller. Sorry, folks, I just had to do the big. It has to go up a little bit. Yeah, okay.
Mic okay?
Wish me well. You may have noticed something different about my piece. I'm doing an ad for my latest film, and what is that, you cry? Pirates of Park Avenue. It's very exciting. The opening has a fleet of Ubers having been commandeered and racing up Park Avenue to make their way into 465 Park Avenue. It's very exciting. I won't tell you the ending, but it will surprise you. I'm only joking, of course. It is temporary, I hope, this issue that I have in here. All right, here we go. The story about this, the song is called Did You Ever Cross Over to Sneeden's? And I first heard it when Mabel Mercer, who sang a lot of Alec Wilder's songs, sang this one. And Sneeden's, you may know or may not know, is a nickname for Sneeden's Landing, which is a very small, very choice enclave near the Palisades, looking across the river to New Jersey up there. And in it, the singer is a man of some years who is reflecting on seeing someone and falling in love with someone many years before, a lady he saw and maybe spoke with across the river. Mr. Maestro. Did you go to school by the river? Wait a minute. Hang on just for a second. I think I forgot to use my glasses. Oh, that one. Okay, sorry. Forgive me. Show business, you know. Here we go. Did you go to the school by the river? Did you spend all your young days there? Did you ever cross over to Sneeden's with the setting sun blushing your hair? Did you ever cross over to Sneeden's where the white houses cling to the hill? Did you ever cross over to Sneeden's? Do you think that you ever will? All the wide branching elms then were saplings, and the sun rolling down did sleep, and the silent stream flowed in contentment, and it seemed a man never could weep. Did you ever cross over to Sneeden's where the white houses cling to the hill? Did you ever cross over to Sneedon's? Do you think that you ever will? Is the past like a dream in remembrance? Can you see now the frock you wore on the day that you started for Sneedon's from that strangely still far away shore? Long I waited that day by the river. Long I waited, my heart beat fast. Long I planned what I'd say when you landed, and waited till daylight had passed. I am still living over at Sneedon's, and I still walk along the shore, and I gaze at the elms across river, and I know that I'll see you no more. Did you ever cross over to Sneedon's, where the white houses cling to the hill? Did you ever cross over to Sneedon's? Do you think that you ever will? In the spring of the year, all of a sudden this broodin' and bloodin' gets into your bloodin' and sing. Not a sigh do you hear in the spring of the year. In the spring of the year, some hocus pocus induces the vocal cords to go in a focus and spring. There's a magic that's queer in the spring of the year. Buds are singier, vines are clingier, bells are ringier too. The sun is sunnier, bees are honeyed, rabbits are bunnier too. In the spring of the year. Trees are sappier, wings are flappier, laps are lappier too. The tune is tunier, the moon is moonier, dreams are balloonier too. In the spring of the year, folks get an itchin' for wooing and hitchin', bewitchin' to beggar and king. For the fling of the year is the spring of the year. Country days and country ways, hens that roost and cows that graze, and mountain haze are plenty good enough for me. Every jar of homemade jam, every slice of home-cooked ham, one more biscuit, well, plenty good enough for me. Everyone is leaving for the city, where they'll find the traffic and the noise. No one wants to dream, and more's the pity. No one wants the simple country joys. Every moonrise, every dawn, every colt and every fawn, every living thing from now on in is plenty good enough for me. Mr. Jed Distler on the piano. Woo! Show off. No one wants to dream, and more's the pity. No one wants the simple country joys. Every moonrise, every dawn, every colt and every fawn, every loving thing from here on in is plenty good enough, plenty good enough, plenty good enough for me. Jed Distler, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Can we get some more light on the keys here? There you go. This is the first Alec Wilder song that I actually heard. Let me find it here. Oh. Songs were made to sing while we're young. Every day is spring while we're young. None can refuse, time flies so fast. Too dear to lose and too sweet to last. Though it may be just for today, share our love we must while we may. So blue the skies, all sweet surprise shines before our eyes while we're young. Songs were made to sing while we're young. Every day is spring while we're young. None can refuse, time flies so fast. Too dear to lose, too sweet to last. Though it may be just for today, share our love we must while we may. So blue the skies, all sweet surprise before our eyes while we're young. While we're young.
The incomparable Steve Ross. That is amazing. One of the interesting facts about that song is that in addition to working with William Engvik, who wrote the lyrics, Alec's co-composer was also a recording engineer at Columbia Records. His name was Morty Palitz, and he co-wrote that with Alec. And Morty was one of the finest recording engineers at a moment when people didn't really regard recording engineers with much respect. But Morty was not just an engineer. He was obviously musically inclined and wrote that beautiful song, my favorite Alec Wilder song. He was also, excuse me, he was also tapped by Frank Sinatra to come to Reprise Records in 1960 when Frank formed his own label and become the recording director. And he almost made it. Unfortunately, he died of a heart attack before he could fulfill that role. But he is immortalized not just for the many wonderful recordings that he so beautifully captured for us that we enjoy today as part of the real cornerstone of the modern recording era, but also in this beautiful song. Jed, you know, I was thinking as I was listening to your earlier quirky interpretation of the Alec Wilder piece, what I know that it couldn't happen, but what do you think would have happened if George Gershwin and Alec Wilder got together to write some of these pieces?
Well, that sounds like a setup line, if anything.
Unintended.
I think Alec Wilder would have tried to give Gershwin some lessons. You're doing too many repeated notes. And Gershwin would have said, yeah, bug off, you know.
But they have that sensibility, you know, when you hear these Gershwin fragments, and then you listen to the preludes. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
When you hear, you know, so many years later, these fragments of Gershwin melodies, which have their own little quirkiness, and then you listen to the preludes and things that we've heard come out on piano, which is how George wrote, there really is a correlation. I wonder if Alec had been influenced by Gershwin's little pieces like that.
You never know. I don't know. You know more about this than I do, but we are talking about records, and the next piece I'm going to play is a piece called "Walking Home in Spring," and you have the title, and underneath it says Columbia Record number 36315.
That would have been about 44, 45 maybe, I don't know.
And I've never heard the original record. I don't know if this was an octet or if it was an orchestra piece or it was a piano piece, but I have a piano score, and I thought it was, and this is a very pretty piece that has some quirky things in. There's a little middle section that sounds like it was stolen from Scott Joplin's The Entertainer. You'll find that.
Wow.
But it's sort of like if Gershwin and Wilder and Duke Ellington had a baby. That's what this sounds like.
Jed Distler. Jed Distler. By the way, Jed, that was originally an octet recording issued on Brunswick Records in 1939.
I stand corrected.
No, you were correct. It was the reissue would have been the later Columbia record, but the recording that was issued originally was an octet recording.
Well, it has those Ellington kinds of things.
Sorry.
It has those Ellington kinds of. It kind of presages Ellington, and then the little Gershwin things, and there's a little bit of Brahms. Well, it's Alec Wilder.
Yeah. You know, people often ask me who I would have loved to have interviewed, but because of time, the time I was born, I never had the chance. They were gone. And one of those at the top of my list would have been Alec Wilder, because there's so many elements of his music that are fascinating, and I would love to pick his brain on and find out what he was influenced by. He was so ahead of his time, and I think he is recognized for that, especially today. I'd like to invite back to the stage Marissa Mulder.
Now, out of the night, new as the dawn, into the light, this child, innocent child, trusting and warm, here in my arms, one small heart, one pair of eyes, one work of art, here in my arms, here he lies, trusting and warm. Blessed this morn, a child is born. One small heart, one pair of eyes, one work of art, here in my arms, here he lies, trusting and warm. Blessed this morn, a child is born. Blackberry winter comes without a warning, just when you think that spring's around to stay. So you wake up on a cold, rainy morning and wonder what on earth became of May. Blackberry winter only lasts a few days, just long enough to get you feeling sad when you think of the love that you wasted on someone that you never really had. I'll never get over losing you, but I had to learn that life goes on and the memories grow dim like a half-forgotten song till the blackberry winter reminds me that you're gone. And I get so lonely, most of all in springtime. I wish I could enjoy the 1st of May, but it seems that blackberry winter is not so far away. I'll never get over losing you, but I had to learn that life goes on and the memories grow dim like a half-forgotten song till the blackberry winter reminds me that you're gone. I get so lonely, most of all in springtime. I wish I could enjoy the 1st of May, but I know that a blackberry winter is not so far away. Not so far away. Thank you so much, everybody. And thank you, Jed Distler. So amazing. I'll keep it on the microphone. So amazing. Well, now I'm going to sing with a different accompanist, Cy Walter from the Great Beyond. It's so peaceful in the country. It's so simple and quiet. You really ought to try it. You walk about and talk about the pleasant things in life. It's so restful in the country. It's the right kind of diet. You really ought to try it. You lie and dream beside a stream where daisies nod hello. City living is a pretty living. It's so full of unexpected thrills. But there's too much stone, too much telephone. There's too much of everything but trees and hills. It's so peaceful in the country. It's so simple and quiet. Someday you're bound to try it. The only place to be, the place for you and me, where it's peaceful in the country. It's so restful in the country. It's the right kind of diet. You really ought to try it. You lie and dream beside a stream where daisies nod hello. City living is a pretty living. It's so full of unexpected thrills. But there's too much stone, too much telephone. There's too much of everything but trees and hills. It's so peaceful in the country. It's so simple and quiet. Someday you're bound to try it. The only place to be, the place for you and me, where it's peaceful in the country.
Marissa Mulder and Cy Walter. What a beautiful idea. That is just lovely. Mark?
That was an inspiration by hearing Marissa perform with my father. I could not have imagined it being so beautiful. Thank you.
What a thrill. Again, Marissa and Cy. And for our great accompanist, Mr. Jed Distler.
We have a tradition in the Friends of Alec Wilder of ending every show by having everyone sing "I'll Be Around." And we certainly want to do that, but initially I'd like to thank some people. Sandra Bowers is the coordinator for private events here at 54 Below, and she's been an absolute gem in helping me pull this together. Thank you, Sandra. And on lights and sound, we have Yoni and Sajari on lights. It was Sajari and Yoni on sound, doing a terrific job. Thank you. And now I'd like to ask each of the members of the cast to come up and, well, get some very well-deserved applause.
Yes.
David Demsey, if you could join us on stage. I am not sure where David is. Here he comes. And Marissa Mulder.
Marissa.
And Jeff Harnar. And Steve Ross. Please give a big round of applause for this incredible cast. Jed Distler, our music director extraordinaire. Jeff Harnar. Steve Ross. Marissa Mulder. David Demsey. And Chuck Granata, our marvelous host. Thank you all for making this a magical show. And if Jed will perhaps play, Let Us All Sing. And you'll find, by the way, on the back of the program. Jed, I love your sense of humor. Let me acknowledge one other person who created this incredibly beautiful program, Frank Dane. Frank, could you stand up? Frank is also a cabaret performer of great talent, and you can also credit him for the beautiful editor role he plays with Cabaret Scenes magazine. So, without further ado, I'll be around. Thank you, everyone. Bravo, bravo. And another round of applause for this incredible cast, please. Ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to experiment with what is an unscripted part of this show, and it includes all of these performers on stage, by the way, because I think of these performers as a wealth of incredible experience and knowledge. So should it happen that any of you have queries in the audience for any of these individuals, please do not hesitate. I'd also like to give a broad stroke introduction of the people in this audience who have knowledge to share and experience, so that those of you who may have questions could direct them to the individuals. In the front row is Larry Kirchner. Larry Kirchner, please stand, Larry, so you can be recognized, is an incredible songwriter whose work is absolutely beautiful. It's been performed and recorded by at least two of the people on this stage. Marissa Mulder sang He's Getting to Me, and Drifting, which is one of the most hauntingly beautiful pieces written, I believe, for Margaret Whiting's experience in drifting and dementia. And Jeff Harnar, who performed a marvelous double entendre piece called Mrs. Farnworth, and did it with a brilliance that makes me want to laugh right now as I think of it, as well as I am now yes, What Is Your Phobia, which is a punning genius on Larry's part. So we also have in the audience Scott Perrin. Scott and I go way back. Scott is an off-Broadway producer, the Flying Karamazov Brothers, and Secrets Every Traveler Should Know are a couple of his productions. His parents, Leslie Davison Perrin, talented lyricist, and his father, Forrest Perrin, a talented pianist who were both dear friends of my father's, have long had a salon of music in their apartment on 54th Street, where two duo pianos grace the living room, and Scott has carried on that tradition. He has tremendous knowledge of people who have been at these salons and of Broadway music. I've already mentioned Frank Dane. Joe Lang is here. Joe, would you please stand? He is just a treasure of knowledge. He was the former president of New Jersey Jazz and has written many a fine article that I recommend to you. There is also Will Friedwald, who is a walking encyclopedia of knowledge, besides being a wonderful fellow with so many tales to tell that it just is marvelous. And we also have the former president of the Noel Coward Society. Would you stand up? I am blanking. This is terrible.
Ken Starr.
Thank you, Ken Starrett. Ken has long been part of the cabaret scene and is an Noel Coward expert, obviously. So I just paint this broad stroke of people. I am now going to turn the mic over to Chuck Granata to moderate it, but I encourage anyone in the audience who may have a question for anyone here to...
Oh, it's time. To go?
Is it 4:30?
Oh, wow. Can we take a couple of quick questions?
Can we take
Does
5 minutes?
anyone have a question? Go ahead, dear.
I would just like to know where anyone will be appearing in the future so I can go to see them.
I am so glad you asked that because I'd meant to mention that Steve Ross will be at Birdland on Monday the 17th with a new CD that I just got. I pre-ordered it from Harbinger Records, and it is marvelous. Stephen Sondheim is the focus he's singing, and he'll be performing on the 17th.
You know, on the 5th of December, I'll be in Mount Kisco, New York. This has become a place where I go quite often. It's about an hour train ride at a place called Jazz on Main, and I'll be doing a show that I did for my 40th birthday. I'm still celebrating, and it's a mix of material. And then I'll be at the Django Jazz Club on Sunday, December 14th with John Weber. I believe it's at 2:30, so I would
Wonderful.
love to see you.
I have to say, I recently saw Marissa at the club in Mount Kisco. You will be blown away, not just by her performance, but it's so intimate. It's such a nice place, good food, but great entertainment. So don't miss that. It's not that far.
Thank you, Chuck.
Well, folks, I'm sorry. Time ran away.
December 8th, the Birdland.
Well, I'm not playing in New York for another year, but you can hear me play a solo piano recital at UCLA on December 11th, and I will be touring in Sweden in February.
Okay.
On December 8th, a birthday which is kept a secret in a Swiss bank, it's my birthday, and the Episcopal Actors Guild, which has done so much for so many people, I'm hosting a Noel Coward show with luminaries singing Noel Coward. So come along, and I think that's in the afternoon too. So why not? Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And unfortunately, our time has come to an end.
I fear that the question and answer session I'd hoped for is not feasible, but I thank you all for coming.
Thank you so
We are
much
so
for being
grateful
here.
you're here to celebrate Alec's artistry and to be a part of this magical afternoon. Thank you.